levels that are running. Obviously, we've gone over by the compound. It's good to see, the new cars running that quick because everybody predicted that the new aerodynamics had slowed significantly. You can see from that lap time, it happened.
How about the Honda engine? How quickly is that running in? And what's your best estimate for how it might advance you hopefully this season?
Well, it's running well at the moment. It's been running problem-free. We're just learning about the engine, the procedures, how it works compared to what we've had previously, and it's a very good starting point. So the installation looks great. It's beautifully integrated into the car, and we're hopefully going to see exciting progress through the year.
Just finally from me, I don't know if you're aware, you probably aren't, but Toto Wolff's made some strong remarks about Brexit and F1, saying that it's really harmful, potentially Brexit. It maybe hands an advantage to the continental-based teams like Ferrari and Alfa Romeo. From your view, if it was a hard Brexit, would it harm your chance? Your stance to Red Bull team?
So, of course, we do all the due diligence to take countermeasures should they be needed, but I think everybody just needs to know, what it is and what it's going to be. So I think the sooner we get on with it, deal, no deal, whatever it is, we'll deal with it.
I hope your car's the real deal this season. Lovely to talk to you. Thank you very much, Christian Horner there. And just to expand slightly on what I was saying there to Christian Horner, Toto Wolff saying in his news conference in a written media briefing that Brexit potentially could have real issues for Formula One teams based in this country because it won't be so easy to move people and in particular parts in and out to races on the European leg of the circuit in particular. And he was saying if there was a hard Brexit, that really might advantage Ferrari in this year's title race.
Yeah, thanks ever so much for that, Craig. It's a subject I think that will crop up more and more as we get closer to the Brexit deadline and the deal or no deal that is given. I know you devote a lot of your social media usage time, Will, to the subject of Brexit, so I'm not going to discuss the rights or the wrongs.
No, I wouldn't. However, I wouldn't dream of doing that.
Formula One is a sport that actually could get very affected, especially if there is a no deal.
I mean, this is the problem, I think, that potentially stands in, as Craig so excellently pointed out from what Toto had said earlier, which is that let's say there is a no deal and there are then the question marks that are raised over customs, export. If you are, let's say,
Renault,
and you are based in Enstone, you are a European company, but you are based in Enstone in the UK. Let's say we're here for the Spanish Grand Prix back later this season, post-Brexit, no deal Brexit. You need that part for your car. Nico Hulkenberg fits it in the SP1, needs a new floor, right? Needs to get it sent out.
exactly.
If there is no customs arrangement, how does that happen? And that's the thing, is there is no answer. And without there being an answer, how can the teams prepare? And if, we've got all the scare stories about food going off and whatever, 20-mile queues to get the thing to Calais, to Dover, and then, to ship it over to Calais. If that happens, if that exists, if there is that 20-mile tailback and you can't get it shipped over, how long is a Renault going to stay in the UK? How long is a Mercedes going to stay in the UK? How long would any of them bother to do that without shipping their workforce, their whole operation out onto the continent?
Well, I'm glad we're focusing on Renault at the moment because their engine facility is based at Viry-Château
in Paris.
In Paris. Their factories are in Enstone and Oxfordshire. then beyond, with Rachel Brooks hosting the review show in the paddock. The Karun Chandok and myself will be popping along to as well, and I'm sure we'll have even more to talk about than we have already been talking about this afternoon. Karun is back with us. I've given him at least 5 minutes to catch his breath. He didn't need it. How was it out there?
That's nice. As I was saying earlier while I was out there, the weather conditions are absolutely perfect for testing. I mean, these are the days which, as a racing driver, I used to really wait for. No wind, just blue skies, perfect track temperature. And what it really helps the teams and drivers do is go lap after lap with consistent conditions. Otherwise, and Barcelona is one of those tracks which is really bad for it, because conditions, the wind often used to pick up at lunchtime, which meant that the data you would get, or the information, or the feeling as a driver, it's about feel ultimately in the cockpit. The engineers look at data, but as a driver, it's feel in the cockpit. And the feeling you get in the afternoon would be different to the morning sometimes, just because of the wind. And you suddenly leave yourself with question marks about, well, we've tried a new front wing setting, but through turn 9 it doesn't feel as good. But is that because the wind is now pushing me wide, or is that because of the wing is not as good? And it would leave you with some question marks. But today, this is absolutely ideal conditions for these cars and drivers to have a good baseline reading of where they're at.
So Daniel Ricciardo enjoying the best of the conditions, only 29 laps completed today for him. His teammate Nico Hülkenberg did put 65 in this morning. Carlos Sainz from McLaren, 79 laps so far. He's out on track at the moment. Lewis Hamilton has put in 40 laps so far. Valtteri Bottas, 69 this morning. 30 laps for Romain Grosjean and for Sergio Perez. Danny Kvyat's put in 50 laps. Max Verstappen, 88. Kimi Räikkönen, 85. And Sebastian Vettel, 129 laps and counting. One team not taking to the track today, and that's Williams. Rosanna Tennant is outside their garage.
On the floor, you can see some dots, and that marks out exactly where the pads would go, where the mechanics will be able to weigh the car, get all the information that they need before sending it out on track. So the dots are here in the garage, and then they use the same template here in the garage, out here in the pit box. And as you can see, the Williams mechanics obviously need a little bit of things to do this afternoon, keep them busy. They've laid out the template here in the pit lane. You can see the dots, the holes there. That's how they manage it out in the garage. And then everything is so precise here in Formula One. I'm going to take the plan off you. Thank you very much. Look at that. Constructed on CAD. This is the same plan that they use in the garage and in the pit box. And we've got lots of sticky tape. We've got sticky tape here. You've got measurer, all sorts here. This will all go onto the ground here in the pit lane. And you can see a little bit further up Alfa Romeo's pit box. Soon, this is what the Williams pit box will look like. But they don't have to rush, because as we know, they're not going to be going out today or tomorrow, Frosty.
Absolutely. Thanks ever so much. Big disappointment, Rosanna. Can you hear me, Rosanna? I don't know if you can or not.
I can hear you, Crofty.
Excellent.
Loud and clear.
If you're allowed to, pop along to Racing Point's garage and have a look at their new light display above the car, because it is fairly unique, and it's a concept that's not been tried out by any other team. And you'll see why as soon as you see it.
I'm still getting used to Racing Point. Now I'm getting used to Racing Dot, but I will go and have a look for you.
Just race. That's all you have to do. Just race. Thanks, Rosanna. I want to talk about that because there is a reason why they've done it as well. It does look rather splendid, but they've got to be allowed into the garage, and I'm not sure with Sergio Perez in the pits at the moment they're going to be allowed to do that. Someone's coming into the pits, and it is the McLaren of Carlos. Out of laps completed, pounding to take that, bragging rights on the first day.
Yeah, I mean, they need something, don't they? And also, I think the pace has been very consistent. Vettel is